welcoming you to the IQ pre-launch digital global event on today, November 3, 2018. I want to say welcome to absolutely everybody all over the world. I don't know how to say welcome in all of these different languages, but I'm just going to go ahead and say welcome, bienvenidos, welcome in, all that kind of good stuff. We've got people all over the place. And this event is being broadcast live on Facebook Live, on our new Facebook channel for IQ Legacy. We've got folks on the webinar, and we've got this event being translated live in a number of different languages on simultaneous translation. This event is being translated in Chinese, Mandarin Chinese, German, Japanese, Korean, Polish, Spanish, Thai, Vietnamese, Malay, and Indonesian, and maybe a couple of other languages I don't even know about. But I just want to say welcome to all of our friends all over the world who've tuned in for this event. We've got all sorts of folks just eager and excited to learn about this opportunity and exactly what it is that we're doing and what direction that we're going. There's a lot of mystery, and we're going to clear that up today. We're going to give everybody all of the answers to exactly what this is all about, what the excitement and what the buzz is all about. So let's go ahead and get started as we introduce you to the new IQ. All right, so what is the new IQ? Well, the new IQ is a company, it's a family, it's an opportunity, it's a community, it's an ecosystem, and it's dedicated to creating wealth and lifestyle through education and experience. We want, perhaps you're noticing, some of you guys who were part of a company called IQ Chain are noticing that there's some things that are a little bit different about what you're seeing. You're seeing a branding that's a little bit different here. And, one of the things that we wanted to let you know, one of the secrets, one of the reveals is that this is a whole new company with a whole new brand. It's very different. And, we took a look at what other big brands were doing, what some of the best brands, the best known brands in the world were doing. And what we found is that the best brands, they break out of the box. They make sure that they don't put themselves in a little box. Perhaps you remember this particular company here, Apple Computer. And your guys might be looking at that saying, wow, I haven't seen that logo in a long time. You know why? Because Apple said, you know what, we don't want to put ourselves in the computer box. We want to break out of that box. And so they came up with a timeless, categoryless logo. It's just Apple. And now their biggest product is phones, and they're blasting out into wearable technology. And they've got one serious ecosystem to brag about. Another company that did that? Starbucks. Remember this logo? Remember when Starbucks used to be Starbucks coffee? But you know what they did? They broke out of the box because they sell an awful lot of muffins, people. And you know what? If you live in America, perhaps you know this company, Burlington Coat Factory, currently spending millions of dollars to break out of their box because you know what? They're more than just coats. And so when we took a look at this company, you said, you know what? We're going to just start afresh. We're going to start new, and we're going to drop the chain and be IQ. That's right, folks. IQ, opportunity to just totally be something new. And what we love about this, because the answer was right there in front of us, that we would be IQ, is that this brand here is timeless. It's boundaryless. It's not in the box. It's not in the cryptocurrency box. It's not in the blockchain box. It's a brand that can be anything. It allows us to do anything. It can expand as big as we want it to be. We can be in whatever businesses make sense, and we can tie them into this new digital economy, but we're not in a box. This brand also has limitless utility. We can put it on anything. I can't wait to be wearing my IQ shirt with my IQ pen and my IQ journal and all of those types of things. And this is this is a logo that stands proud no matter what we put it on. And it opens up a world of possibilities in terms of what we can do as a company and as a family. And so what we want to do right now is we want to share with you how excited we are about this brand. Yeah, isn't that hot, folks? Doesn't that get you excited? Doesn't that get you pumped up for this new IQ and this incredible opportunity? I mean, that video just really took us down a walk of what IQ opens up, because that was the history of wealth all the way back from when they used to trade beads and rocks, and all the way up to now today, digital economy where money just moves in an entirely different way. And here we stand on the edge of the future as the way money moves is changing even right now. And so this is why this is so important. This is why this is so relevant, the way that this company has now been, this new brand that we're coming to market with, IQ. The first thing that it does is it allows us to start the conversation in an amazing way. We get to ask people, what is your IQ? See, IQ all over the world and for decades has been a measurement of what you know. It's been a measurement of your intelligence. And so we've been having a lot of fun with this. We've been asking people, what is your financial IQ? And it's just crazy just to hear answers all over the map. You got, people who are saying, well, it's probably more like a 1 or a 2, and I'd love for it to be better. And then you've got some folks, their financial IQ is 8s, 9s, and 10s. They're doing really well. And then, what we do is we ask them, okay, well, what about your new currency, your digital currency, or even your cryptocurrency IQ? And then you can even find, successful people that are saying, you know what, I got to catch up on that. I feel like I'm about to be left behind. And so we love this IQ conversation starter. We ask people, do you believe that the truly successful, the rich and the wealthy, they got that way because they know some things that everybody else does not know? And everyone always agrees, yeah, that's probably the case. And then we ask, do you want to know what they know? Do you feel like if you knew more, you could accomplish more? And everyone always says yes. And this IQ conversation is not limited to money. You can expand it to health and wellness. What's your health and wellness IQ? What's your lifestyle IQ? What's your well-being IQ? There's just so much that we can do with this IQ concept and IQ conversation. And that's what this company, IQ Legacy, is all about. It's about the opportunity to raise your IQ in the areas that you need to raise your IQ. And so we've got 4 key parts of the IQ ecosystem that can really work together to create lasting change in your life. The first one is the opportunity to learn. And with IQ, we're gonna make it possible for you to close your knowledge gaps. The second is leverage. And leverage gives you the opportunity to take the new knowledge that you get and apply it and gain experience and gain success. The third part is lifestyle. And we're going to be bringing in new products into the company, but these are going to be technology-driven wellness and well-being solutions. You know, they might be apps, they might be other things that we introduce so that your quality of life can be better. Now, we don't have these right now, and we want to let you guys know that this is pre-launch, right? This is our global digital pre-launch event. And so we're going to be continuing to work on things and fix things and refine things and make them better and make them smooth and even add things as we gear up to our big official launch in the beginning of the year. So lifestyle is one of those things that you're going to see develop as we get closer and closer to our launch. And then the last part is legacy. And legacy is the opportunity to build some wealth, to build a new stream of income with the IQ Legacy Rewards Plan. And I might as well tell you right now, there's nothing common about what we're doing. There's nothing mundane or everyday about what we're doing. So we don't have a comp plan. We have a legacy rewards plan, because that's what this is about: building wealth, building net worth as we grow together. So let's take a minute to kind of pause for a second and talk about who's who for a second, because I know some of you guys came here expecting to see a company called IQ Chain, and maybe some of you guys are tied in some way to a company called ORMEUS, and there's an old way of doing things, and then you got a whole bunch of new people who kind of heard some of those things, and maybe they don't know who's who. So let's just take a minute to just identify who's who and who goes where. Okay, so there is a company out there called IQ Chain, and IQ Chain was a crypto-focused MLM company, right? And that company still exists. It's not taking on any new members, right? And it's not taking on any new contracts, but it is servicing all of the contracts and the members that it already has. Okay, so that company is out there fulfilling its obligations to the people who were members and who have contracts with that company. And then there's also a company called ORMEUS, Digital Skynet. And we want to make sure that everybody has this company in the right perspective. ORMEUS and Digital Skynet, they are a digital currency technology company, and they are our digital currency technology partners supplying, the digital currencies and the technologies behind them. Okay. Now that leads us to this brand new company here called IQ. And this is a totally new, totally revolutionary, industry changing, even disruptive company and opportunity that the whole world is buzzing about. I mean, we have people literally on this call from every country on the planet, right? Because everybody is talking about this new IQ. They want to know what it is and how to be a part of it. And there hasn't been this much excitement in our industry for decades. And so really a powerful opportunity. Now, I want to introduce you to the exchanges. Now, why are the exchanges on here? Exchanges are places like HitBTC and Bittrex and Cryptopia. This is where people can go to buy coins. And, I might as well break it to you right now. Some of you guys are waiting to find out, how do you buy coins from us? IQ does not sell coins. There are no coins in IQ. All right. And so this is not a place where you can trade money for money. If you want to buy coins, you can go to the exchange and you can purchase your coins there. And that's the purpose of the exchanges. So we want to make sure that everybody understands where to go to buy coins. And then some of you guys want to know, okay, well, Organo has been thrown around here, formerly known as Organo Gold. There's another company that dropped something to get out of the box, right? And so what's Organo's role in all this? Well, Organo has a strategic co-opetition relationship with ORMEUS and Digital Skynet, where there's an exchange of assets. There's a co-leveraging or a cooperative leveraging of assets that kind of helps out each other. But one of the things it does is it allows Organo to offer digital currency as part of its reward system in exchange for you leveraging some of its real world assets to help boost the value of the coins that ORMEUS and Digital Skynet are bringing to the marketplace. So, and that's a really cool thing, because guess what? Organo was just the first company like that to have this type of co-opetition relationship where the companies are cooperating, not trying to put each other out of business, right? And this is the first one, because you know what? There's 4 more now that have already come and said, hey, we want to have that kind of relationship too. How can we work together in a cooperative way, right? So that's a really cool concept. It's a new concept and it's working out quite well. And you know what? The industry, for those of you who've been in the industry of network marketing or multi-level marketing and home-based business, you guys have known that this industry needs to change. It needs to evolve. It needs to go to another level. Well, welcome to that level. It's called IQ. We're raising the level of the whole industry. So this is truly exciting. So what we want to do right now is we want to welcome you to an incredible future. We're going to redefine this industry. We're going to redefine what it means to be involved in this industry, to be in home-based business. We're going to redefine what the level of success in this industry looks like. So I want to congratulate every one of you who've already decided to be a part of IQ and this ecosystem that we're building, because the pre-launch begins now and the future begins right now. Now, I want to just tell you guys something about IQ, because some of you guys have asked about the management and the leadership and who is this, and that's because you have an old-fashioned paradigm. It kind of makes me remember when I was a kid and my mom used to take me to the bank when she had to go to the bank, and we'd stand in line and we'd go see the teller, right? And I remember one day the line was exceptionally long. It was almost outside the bank, and as we got into the vestibule of the bank, there was this shiny machine. It was the bank's first ATM machine. And what was really interesting is that you had all these people in line and nobody would use the machine. The bank employee was begging, please, somebody use the machine. And I listened to these old folks murmur about, I'm not putting my card in that machine. I don't know what it's going to do to my bank account. It might eat up all my money. And so nobody wanted to use the machine because they had an old-fashioned paradigm. They had an old-fashioned understanding of the way things were supposed to be. But you fast forward to today and look how things have totally changed, right? The banks are getting rid of the tellers, and we don't even go to the teller. We go to the ATM. We don't even go to the bank to deposit a check anymore. We take a picture with our phone. I mean, everything has totally changed. Well, you know what, folks? The way companies are led is changing too. There are new paradigms of corporate structure and company leadership that are also coming to bear. And what I want to do at this point in time is I want to shift gears, and I want to introduce you to a very good friend of mine who is just a visionary, and he's a visionary behind ORMEUS and Digital Skynet. And he's got an incredible mind in terms of seeing the possibilities of how we can take these new economies and digital currencies and how we can just blast that into the future. He also happens to be the founding energy behind this company, and a very, very successful and kind-hearted individual who cares about people as well. And so what I want to do right now is I want to shift gears. I want to introduce you to John Barksdale, because what he's going to do is he's going to talk with you about this revolutionary company and its revolutionary structure called the DAO. JB, take it away. JB, we can't hear you. Nope. All right, folks, just be patient. You know, technology, sometimes it doesn't participate exactly when you want to. We're super cutting edge here. JB will be with us in a second. Looks like he needs to reboot one of the programs on his computer. Hey, JB, we're still hanging in here with you. We can't hear you though. There we go.
Okay, can you hear me now?
We sure can. Take it away.
Sorry about that, guys. We'll get right back to it here. Okay, excellent. Everybody's here? Can you hear me?
Sure can.
Awesome. So I'm very excited to have the opportunity to introduce this revolutionary type of technology with the system like T. Gray just said. You know, these companies coming together at a perfect, unique timing in the industry to be able to make something that is absolutely unique and different than anything that's ever been done before. And this it came from the foundation of what we built in the past. And if you look at that foundation, it's like the first ring on the ladder to build what we needed to build. And we were always searching and looking for the right organization to manage this ecosystem. And that's what we found with T. Gray and with the leadership that I'll share with you shortly. But this technology needed to be built out first. It needed to have the energy and time put into it to be able to build a system that would function without a normal management structure. Because the real problem in most direct sales organizations is not the organization of the people itself, but it's usually the companies themselves that usually end up failing the distributors. And I think that an ownership and having a central figurehead is one of the biggest problems in the direct sales organization, because of the fact that they always have some time that they end up getting greedy, or they adjust compensation plans, or mess things up into the way to where it just makes it an unattractive system for the distributor. So what we've built is we built a decentralized autonomous organization. And what a decentralized autonomous organization gives you ability to do is to have a complete, efficient, and safe, trustless environment. That means that the compensation system and the structure and the way that the payout is set up is that every time that an order comes through the door, it automatically splits into each individual account, which means there's no way for anybody internal to the company or outside of the company to ever mess with any of the commission systems. It also means that it's fully automated by software that are voted upon throughout community and people that are in the stakeholders and the shareholders. And IQ will build out a board of high-level distributors that will help make this voting of a governance process. So they'll be able to completely run and manage this entire DAO system to give people the ability to have something they can completely trust and never have to worry about whether anything is going to go in any direction that isn't fully a part of the DAO or part of the system. So leaders of the organization end up determining the workflow. Instead of having a central figurehead situation where you have a CEO of a company where the CEO is deciding how the organization should work all the time, this is a cooperative organization structure to where the top distributors are the people that actually are putting their input in and making sure that the system is running the way that it should be running. So this gives it a very cooperative organization structure, and that makes it to where that there is not just one monarch in the situation. It gives every person the ability to be able to participate in this voting process. And the main leaders are the ones that the information will flow through. So that's a very exciting system. It's the first time it's ever been done. We're leveraging the blockchain technology, and the rules are written into smart contracts. So all systems are done in a checks and balance system, which means that they're fully transparent for all stakeholders, which means that the fact is there is nothing that anything can be done to change this, because each individual node that these are written upon end up validating and checking the other nodes that are a part of the system. So it's future technology, but it's where everything's going. It's a massive process to set this up, and we've been working tediously over the last year to get the foundations of this system built. It takes extreme carefully planning for the foundation of it, but then also for the future of it, and it has to be managed by the right organization. Can any of you guess probably what the first world's DAO was? And a lot of you would probably say Bitcoin, because that's the truth. Bitcoin was the first DAO ever created. It's an automated peer-to-peer system, completely completely autonomous from any individual organization. There is no ownership of this organization, and it's governed by a body of people that have stake in the scenario. So that was the first time that that happened. Companies in the future are going to go into this place. And because of the fact that companies are going to be headed in this direction, you have to build your company for this way now. The fact is that all companies eventually will build this. It builds a swarm intelligence, it makes feedback loops, it mimics evolution, is always self-optimizing itself. It's run through test scenarios all the time, and it plans every possible outcome. It continues to learn, and it becomes more intelligent. It has maximum reliability, and there's no human error, no theft, no dishonesty, highly secure, and trustless peer-to-peer community. That's what a DAO is. The fact is that every company in the future it'll be a question that people will ask, do you have a DAO? Is there a DAO in your company? And the fact is that the companies that don't have a DAO or have their system set up on a DAO won't really be able to compete with the companies that do. It clones itself throughout the entire blockchain, and it creates thousands of instances, and the security is unmatched compared to anything else. And if it ever was attacked, the system would rebuild itself. So completely distributes risk. Companies are evolving, and we all see that in the marketplace. We understand that it used to be just a completely centralized system. 20th century companies still have a semi-centralized, semi-distributed shareholders, centralized board. 21st century companies are more distributed. Uber, Alibaba, Spotify, that's more of a distributed type of a system for customers, but still centralized board. And the future is fully decentralized, a fully decentralized system, to where that the members can be decentralized, the company itself, and it doesn't require such a major central figurehead. And because of that, that gives you a complete security of the system as the things that I said. So you now have a place where you can bring a distributor and know that every single component of the entire system is always going to be fully intact, which is very exciting. And because of that, the new era of blockchain technologies, or companies that utilize the blockchain as a technology, as it should be, it will eliminate manipulation, and it'll make it truly trustless in the entire space. So now you have a system that functions and works for you all of the time, no matter what. It's always on, it's always working, it's always completely there. But that type of a system still needs to be delivered by people with a proper vision. It still needs to have a management organization and a group of people that can really drive their hearts into the business. And that's the thing that our previous companies that we've helped build technologies like this for were missing, was that heart of vision, and that vision for people and individuals. So we went out to the industry, and we looked and looked and looked for people to run our company and people to work with in this organization. And it's a tedious process to find people that have the same heart as distributors have. It's arduous, and it takes so much energy to find people that think the same way that we do, as far as the build of being someone that's going to be really there for the end user. And that's the key, is finding someone that really cares about the customer and the individual and then the company, but puts all of that into one place. And we took almost a year to try and find that type of a leadership. So we kept searching throughout the industry to see who we could find. And we, of course, I personally had personal goals of, and it just happened as we went through the rigorous process of interviewing and trying to find, that we found the leadership group that is now strategically partnering with our company and strategically launching the vision of IQ. We went through the space, and we've talked to many, many different leaders that had the qualities, but we needed to have someone that had every single quality. And that's what we were able to find. And I would like to introduce you, ladies and gentlemen, into the person and the leader that is going to take IQ into the future, the leader that is going to have all of the things that are looking for as a distributor and help us all lay that out in order. He is one of the top earners in the history of network marketing, someone that has earned over hundreds of millions of dollars in the space, and in the last 10 years, that alone earned over hundreds of millions. And he's taken so many people to that level himself and created probably more millionaires than most individuals have ever in the entire space. So without further ado, I want to introduce you, ladies and gentlemen, to Mr. Holton Buggs, our strategic advisor and the person that will help take IQ and the vision of IQ into the future. And we have the technology, we have everything built out for you, and now the leadership is here as well. So this partnership is going to make this company soar to the next level. Holton, are you with us?
I am. Can you hear me live?
Yes.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Well, first of all, I want to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to so many people around the world. And I know some of you probably have the same thing in mind that I had, and that was when I knew JB was going to be taking the microphone. I had immediately text two of his assistants all the way over across the world and say, hey, could you make sure JB just slows it down a little bit before he even spoke his first word? And then I watched the chat box over there, but it is recorded, so you'll be able to go back and listen to it. And I can say, guys, from listening to him and from our first encounter, that was about 50% of his vocal speed, what you just heard there. So normally when you're around him, you have to train your ears to listen twice as fast or 3 times as fast as normal. But I am, guys, I am excited here, and thanks JB and T Gray for teeing up, and I am thoroughly excited to really be able to participate my part into the vision of what has already started to become something very, very, very special. My goal right now is really to explain really how this came to part, whereas my company was actually hired to really be the strategic advising company to IQ. And I'll explain what that actually means, how that actually works, what my role is. But most importantly, what I want you to understand is capturing the vision of some of the things that T. Gray laid out and some of the things that John just laid out. And because if you really understand and capture what he mentioned, it's some of the first time things have ever been done in the industry. 28 years in the industry, and I have to tell you that I'm one who's really big on creating some of what I call the first. That means the first time you've ever seen anything, or the first time something's ever been done. Not necessarily from an ego standpoint, but it's what stretches me. It's what pushes me. And I can tell you, we've been able to be a part of that throughout my distributor career. My current distributorship right now, 10 years in the making with Organo, we've done some of the things that have been what I call the first to ever take a product that nobody thought would actually be marketable and make it fashionable, make it marketable, and create some of the biggest successes that were out there. We were one of the first to start with a group of non-networkers. Most people thought that we started with non-networkers, and we started with non-networkers. Our key prospect were people who had never made over $5,000 a month before. And we knew that taking a simple product and a simple system and wrapping it around incredible leadership and culture, that we could actually change the entire industry and really change the entire paradigm of what's possible for what I call the ordinary achievers in the industry. And that's what we actually have been able to do. And when we look around, one of the things I'm most proud of is not just the success that we've created internally. And I don't take credit for the success, but just creating that environment, creating that culture where people can come in and learn and become much better, whether they stay or whether they don't stay. But the thing I'm most proud of is when I take a look at the entire industry worldwide and I see top achiever after top achiever after top achiever, when I'm able to see that many of those people have Organo and the system that we had created as a part of their, as a part of their resume, I think it's really admirable, and it's a great thing. And that's the same thing that we've always wanted to do, be able to create those first that are here. And so when JB and I had a chance to meet, it was very ironic when we had a chance to meet. I don't believe in accidents, but when we had a chance to meet, we sat down for about 2 hours and he shared with me his concept. I was very new to even the idea of what I call digital assets, and didn't know much about it whatsoever. But I had taken an interest in it just from a perspective of my own personal portfolio. And when I met him and I heard about what he had done and the success that he'd had, he never bragged about his own personal results. I heard about that from other people. But I talked to a man who had a vision, and we sat down at a dining table, and he talked to me about his vision and what he wanted to accomplish with that particular vision. And I was like, wow, here's someone who is a big thinker. And I immediately told him, I said, listen, JB, I want to make sure that we're very clear. I have zero interest in getting involved in anything that has to do with cryptocurrency and network marketing. As a matter of fact, I'm very happy with where I am and my company. And I'm obviously working on the corporate end, as well as one of the top distributors there in the company. So I have zero interest in anything to do with cryptocurrency. And I'll tell you exactly why in a minute. And so we just kind of took that meeting, and that was about it. I wanted to learn from him. And then a little bit later on, I got introduced to Mike Sims. Not introduced to him, but I actually heard Mike Sims on a conference call. And this thing kept coming back to me. And I heard Mike Sims on a conference call that I was probably not supposed to be on. I got a text message, and it was the weirdest thing in the world. It was one of those messages that if you would have received a message like that, you would have probably deleted the number, told them not to call you back. But I had set some goals and some affirmations, and I'm very disciplined to when I say I want to accomplish something. I think that's one of the keys to my successes is my belief and my discipline. And so when I set out for something, there's very few things that's going to stop me from accomplishing it. And so I actually jumped on that conference call. I'll never forget, I was at my mother's house in Tampa, Florida. And I listened to that conference call, and it was completely the opposite of what I thought. I thought it was some hype machine that was going to take place. And then I heard Mike Sims come on, and there was very high net worth individuals, and they were just talking about the digital asset industry. And he talked about his own portfolio, and they were actually doing a capital raise for a particular coin at that time. And I listened in just vaguely, never announced myself, used my mom's phone. And I talked with Mike, and Mike said, Mike, listen, I am really interested in learning myself on what to do, the ins and outs, because I know zero about cryptocurrency. I said, well, what I can tell you about cryptocurrency that I am an expert in is I know how to pick a coin, and I know how to buy a coin at its all-time high. I'm very good at buying at its high point, and then selling low, So that was my experience, and much of that still hasn't changed. So that's not my forte, but he says, you need to meet my mentor. And I asked him who his mentor was, and he told me that it was John Barksdale. And I'm like, wow, I just spent 2 hours with that guy a couple months ago. And we reconnected, and things just started to snowball. And I wanted to learn from JB again how to actually get involved in trading. And so things begin to snowball. And when you start communicating on a daily basis about ideas and concepts and things of that nature, and you start bringing that into place, it actually comes together for you. I had set an affirmation in November of last year, and it was a part of that affirmation was that I am open to all ideas, concepts, people, and projects that will assist me in this particular goal. And so what happened is those pieces actually started coming together. That's why I'm very careful about what I say. When we got together and we finally discussed an opportunity to work together, one of the first assignments was that when my company was commissioned to really rebrand, relaunch, because JB said, hey, there's a couple missing components that we do have. And he just mentioned those. He was missing the field vision. He was missing a lot of field leadership, someone who understood network marketing, not only from a corporate end, but also from a distributor end. And I think some of the right timing also has to be in place as well. For the last 8-9 years, I've been serving not only as a distributor, but as chief visionary officer of my current network marketing opportunity. And we in Organo had just formed a strategic partnership as well, whereas we had some partners who had actually joined Organo, and my corporate level of responsibility was no longer needed, which I thought was a great thing, which freed me up to really be able to do some of the things that I've always wanted to do, and some of the things that I never did because I didn't want to take my eyes off of serving that distributor base. And so I opened up my consulting company and allowed it to really spread its wings and started to breathe. I'd actually been consulting even over the last several years for several companies. I'd actually did most of it for free with several companies because I'm an ambassador for this industry, and we all want to see the industry grow. But what we did is I took a look at the concept and we drew a few things out. And I said, JB, here's what really needs to happen. And we made a huge list of things. And I say, if you engage my company, my company can get these things done. My company can actually lay it out. My company can put in some leadership, some vision. It can strategically bring in even some vending partners and all of the missing components that you've got. And JB, you go focus on technology. And one of the first assignments was that actually we completed was forming a joint venture. You know, I think T. Gray alluded to it, and I want to even spell it out even more clear. The first assignment was really bringing a concept of what we call co-opetition. One of the things that I've actually seen in the industry that really it's a big turnoff is I've seen companies who put each other down, distributors who put companies down, distributors who are putting other distributors down. And it's just not something that I've been built, that I'm not built with. I haven't been a part of that. Don't like that culture, because all of us, we have enough scrutiny in this industry already with people who just simply don't understand what it is that we do. And sometimes we become our own worst enemy. And we says, what if we can put together a concept where two companies serve the interests of each other, and instead of tearing each other down, they actually find a way to lift each other up. And that was the first joint venture between Digital Skynet and Blockchain Development Corporation, which is a subsidiary of Organo. That joint venture was designed so that both companies can actually benefit from separate operations, separate companies. This wasn't a merger. This was not a joint venture between distributorships. This was basically a product company and a technology company saying, hey, listen, we have separate assets. You can utilize our asset and we can utilize your asset. Let's make sure that we're able to do that and facilitate that transaction. And it's one of the first that I've seen in the industry, whereas they're not trying to tear each other down, but trying to lift each other up. Now, that joint venture also, just so that everybody is clear, it precluded people and prevented people from each company from recruiting each other's database. It is not permissible, even if you're brand new on this call here and you're wondering how does that work, it's not permissible at all for Organo distributors to go out and recruit distributors from IQ. It's not permissible. As a matter of fact, it's forbidden for IQ distributors to go out and recruit Organo distributors. And it's forbidden as well for Organo distributors to say, hey, I want to join IQ and go and recruit Organo distributors to IQ. Those are things that we frown upon, and those are the things that is just not accepted and not tolerated. We're trying to do something different in this industry that has ever been done before, and it's called co-opetition. Since we've actually done that first assignment, since we've actually done that, there's been actually 4 other network marketing companies that have come to us, 2 that are international and 2 that are within the United States that have come and said, hey, listen, we love the concept of what actually has taken place. We would like to have our own customized co-opetition joint venture as well with the technology that Digital Skynet is actually bringing. And so what I've seen, it's one of the first that we've seen in the industry. And I believe that there's going to be a lot more that takes place with that. What's also happening is not only network marketing company, but large sales organizations and companies who want to put together a great reward system are now coming. We've got at least one outside of the MLM industry are coming saying, hey, listen, we love the concept. We would like to integrate this reward system with our company as well. And so you'll probably see a lot more of that as it continues to expand and it continues to expand. And I think that's something that's been accomplished that I'm really proud of, to be a part of it. It took a lot of cooperation and vision, obviously on the Organo side as well, and some compassion as well and vision on the IQ side. And I was grateful to be kind of that middle person, that hinge, you will, to bring both of those together from an idea standpoint. And so Organo is not selling cryptocurrency and IQ is not selling coffee. It's just that they're able to share some of the assets. I took a look at the industry as well, and we saw a lot of what we call declining moments in the industry over the last few years. Many of you who are on this call, you've probably witnessed it in your organization that I saw an industry that was in cryptocurrency and network marketing that I saw was actually changing the landscape of network marketing. And for a lot of it, it was changing it for the worse, in my opinion. And what do I mean by that? Well, I believe that anytime a new technology comes into place or a new system of doing something, it's always met first with what I call major or violent opposition. Means that it's not real. How many of you remember when the internet came around and people told you that you can get on a device or a computer and type some words, hit a button and send it, and immediately somebody else would actually get it? It's not real. Same thing with the fax machine. It's not real. Same thing with the telephone. It's not real. I can't pick up a device and talk to someone who's, hundreds of miles away. It's not real. Well, the same thing happened with digital assets and Bitcoin. I remember when I had an opportunity to buy Bitcoin when it was less than $100 per coin, but my thought process was, it's not real. It's not real. It won't last. It's not real. The second phase that actually comes with any new technology is a phase that's called acceptance. It's real, but what is it? It's real, but what is it? How do I use it? How do I make it happen? Social media was exactly that as well. Social media, I remember when Twitter came out, it's like, okay, well, it's real, but what is it? And I'm still in phase 2 with Twitter. I don't understand Twitter, and I'm like, why would somebody want to get news from me? But it does happen, and it's real. And so, but when it's real, but what is it phase happens, along with that comes what I call mass ignorance. And I'm talking about this for a specific reason, because in mass ignorance is when a lot of people get hurt. In the mass ignorance phase, what happens is people has accepted something, but they haven't gotten educated about it. And all it takes is for some person who's a slick speaker or a great salesperson to have one more vocabulary word than you do, and you will exchange all of your hard-earned assets and money for their idea because they know a little bit more than you do. And that's what I saw happen in the cryptocurrency and network marketing arena. And I said, I didn't want to be a part of it whatsoever, because people were improperly using a technology and a new age of a new economy, and they were using it improperly. In my opinion, cryptocurrency is not a product. So if it's not a product, you shouldn't sell it. Cryptocurrency is a tool, and it should be properly utilized. The same thing with blockchain. Blockchain, in my opinion, is synonymous to the internet. When the internet came back in the 90s and it became very commercialized, you had many companies who were out there in the very beginning selling what we call e-commerce. E-commerce is not a product. E-commerce, or the ability to do transactions on the web, it's a tool. It should be used to facilitate transactions, not should be sold as a product. And I saw that because I was a part of it years and years ago. And I start to understand that there's a responsibility that all of us must have about properly utilizing a technology. And so when we looked at this concept and I looked at what was happening in our space, I wanted to do my part. I believe this industry has been very, very good to me. And I do want to correct some of the things that JB mentioned. I know that he said accidentally. Haven't made hundreds of millions of dollars in the industry. We've made a lot, but not hundreds and hundreds of millions. But this industry has been good to my family. It's been good to myself. We've worked very, very hard, and we've been able to create some freedoms that we appreciate. We've been able to create some freedoms that we want to continue. We've been able to assist others in creating some freedoms. And when something is very good to you, you want to be very good back to it. And so we said, hey, listen, let's be the first to not only wait for someone to do it right, let's be the first to utilize something right and take the industry in a brand new direction so that it doesn't hurt the industry. It actually starts to help the industry and eliminate the business from being what we call those Ponzi concepts, or those illegal concepts that are out there. And so we said, first of all, JB, what we've got to do is we've got to eliminate the cryptocurrency component from the company. That's number one. And the beautiful thing about it is that everything that I've strategically advised to the council and to the peers who are here, even all the existing distributors, all of it hadn't been accepted, but the majority of the philosophy has, and that's why I believe that there's a lot of changes and a lot of great things that are actually going to take place. So the cryptocurrency component is removed. You can't buy a coin in IQ. IQ doesn't own any coins. IQ is not associated with any coins whatsoever in terms of that particular marketing brand. IQ is a DAO that exists with its independent sales agents, ISAs, independent sales agents, And the assets that they have is the independent sales agents and the ability to go out there and market product. The other thing that we wanted to do that we looked at and said, hey, listen, we've got an identity crisis here. We looked at the branding that T. Gray just revealed, and we looked at what the branding was, and we saw that the existing companies that were there before were focusing primarily in the digital currency, cryptocurrency arena. Well, that's a fad. We says, guys, listen, this is not a cryptocurrency company, and it won't be, it won't ever be. But what it will be and what it should be and what all companies should be, it should be a people company. And that's why when you take a look at the website, you're not going to see cryptocurrency all over the place. You're not going to see cryptic symbols and things of that nature. It's about people. It's about raising your IQ. We took a team of people and did some brainstorming and did all type of market research and really looked to see how could this company fit in with all of the legacy-based companies that are out there. And instead of having these digital-looking cryptic logos, let's do something here that's going to last for a very long time. Let's do something that's simple. Let's do something that's not a trend or that's not a fad. Most of the companies that I've seen who set themselves up with crypto logos have set themselves up temporarily because they don't have a plan to be here over the next 5 and 10, 20 years. Most of them don't have a plan to be here next year. And so we eliminated all of that language and completely separated that. We wanted to change also the culture. The culture of previous companies were an investment culture. Says, hey, listen, this is not a company that's designed for investing. If you want investing, investments is the worst thing to participate in when it comes to network marketers. And the reason why is because the majority of network marketers won't get themselves educated enough to properly handle somebody's investment. This needs to be a service-based company. We took a look at around, and if you ever paid attention to even the gold rush, during the gold rush, you had a lot of people coming for this newfound wealth. I'm going to go dig for gold. And it's no different than the people today around the world saying, I'm going to go dig for the hottest coin that's out there and I'm going to become rich. And just like in the gold rush and just like in the digital currency era, a lot of people got hurt. A lot of people lost their money. A lot of people lost families, lost relationships because they were going for that piece of gold. But sitting on the sidelines, there were few people out there who were smart and says, hey, listen, you know what we'll do is this. We're not going to risk it all. What we're going to do is we're going to go out there and sell the picks and shovels. We'll allow those people who have those big dreams and have their ideas of how to get rich off of gold. We'll service them their picks and shovels. And we met with the team here and I said, hey guys, listen, my vision is to take this company and put it in the picks and shovels business, not in the business of the coin itself, and service. And so Digital Skynet is the company that owns all of those, all of the assets. Digital Skynet is a company that owns all of the IP and intellectual property that IQ will actually go out and sell. And so all of the software subscriptions and tools that will be marketed are actually provided through the Digital Skynet company. And so those are the picks and shovels. And I think T. Gray is going to take you through quite a bit more of all of those concepts and some of the picks and shovels that IQ will actually sell. The beautiful thing about it is that when you utilize digital currency the proper way, when you utilize blockchain technology the proper way, you can actually enhance the experience of ISAs. The same way that the internet came around. Internet shouldn't have been designed to sell. It should have been designed to enhance the experience of things like distribution, information distribution, logistics, the enrollment process. If those of you who remember the days of having stacks and stacks of paper with your organization, the internet was a way for you to see it right there on the screen and not have to do that. Well, it's the same thing now with blockchain technology. And my belief is this. My belief is that every company out there is going to be in some blockchain technology. I remember growing up when the internet became commercialized. And I remember a quote that I saw by Bill Gates that said, in the year 2000, there'll be two types of businesses, those that are on the internet and those that are out of business. It's very hard to find a successful company who's done anything that doesn't have a web presence. I believe that there's going to be very difficult to find a successful company, network marketing or not, that doesn't have some concept of blockchain technology. When you talk about a trustless environment, that John Barksdale talked about. It's something that hasn't been done in the industry. We also wanted to put together a certain culture, a culture that distributors or the independent sales agents themselves could actually govern or do what I call self-governance and self-compliance, along with compliance professionals that you'll be able to hear from as well. Well, how do you do that? One of the biggest reasons that it hasn't been done in companies is because most companies don't have the wherewithal to share what we call the share the gold, if you will, outside of a typical compensation plan with its distributors. And many of those companies have these relationships with the distributors, and we get on stage and we talk about freedom and free enterprise. And one of the things that I saw that I really wanted to change in this culture was how distributors and companies' relationships were. And I say, John, this is the perfect time and opportunity to be the first to do it. He says, what do you mean? I said, I remember being in Las Vegas, and I was at a casino with a good friend of mine. And we were sitting there and we took a photo and he posted it on his Facebook page. And he and I have this long-term relationship. And the CEO of the company called him and says, hey, listen, why did you just post a picture of Holton Bugs? Don't you know that he's a threat to your distributors? Don't you know he's known for selling coffee? Now, that's the same CEO that will talk about freedom, but basically would treat its top earners like indentured servants. Guys, why does that happen? It's because distributors have accepted that type of behavior from the culture that's been there. What if you had a culture where it didn't matter what company you're in? What if you had a company who says, be my guest. If you want to join 100 companies, go out there and join 100 companies. If you want to join another company that has the exact same products, go out there and join that company. Most companies won't do that. Why? Because there hasn't been enough people thinking out of the box to spoil their distributors and make them fall in love long-term with the company, whereas they wouldn't want to leave. And so as soon as a person thinks differently, typically in our industry, companies also think differently about your compensation. Guys, I don't believe in that. Now, I don't believe in being able to utilize your current organization to benefit you somewhere else as well. And as long as you're not cross-recruiting, but I do believe in allowing a person the freedom to exercise whatever it is that they want. And I said, JB, here's the culture that I think should be here. Let's take this culture and put it here, but let's do something whereas people wouldn't want to violate any of the rules. Instead of forbidding them, let's reward them. Well, how can that be done? Through digital assets, you can actually provide rewards to the members or to the independent sales agents, whereas now they start to think twice. Now they start to protect. Now they feel that they've got something, that they've got a piece of their true gold, instead of thinking that, wow, the owners probably have it all. And so much of that you'll start hearing about. There's a lot of ideas that we put in place that's going to allow that to take place with what we call the IQ legacy rewards. One of my biggest pet peeves in the industry is to see earners, top earners who come and they say, I've made $20 million in this company, or I make this amount of money. But then the next question that they'll ask you is, hey, listen, can I get a bridge loan? Or can you give me some support? Why? Because most of them have had high income, but low net worth. IQ legacy, if you hear the term legacy, you'll continue to hear that. The idea is to create a legacy of wealth and income and to change and raise the financial IQ, not only of customers and independent sales agents and distributors that are within the company, but to raise their financial IQ in other quadrants so that they can actually build something and keep something solid for themselves. Many of us know a few of those distributors, and I was one too. My first round of wealth in network marketing, I squandered it. I spent it on everything, on all of the lifestyle stuff. Why? Because I thought that was going to attract other leaders. Well, I can tell you who it did attract. It attracted all the bill collectors when I ran out of money to pay. That's who was calling me. None of the friends and none of the people were calling me because I had a nice car in the driveway that was quickly about to be repossessed. We want to change all of that. We want to provide an environment that you can truly build something and you're not intimidated and the company's not intimidated because of your success, your interests, and other ideas and other concepts. I won't go get a lot into that concept right now, but those are some of the things that you'll start hearing the IQ leaders talk about, and a lot of the promotion that will be talked about. But we also wanted to make sure that it was going to be a simple enough concept, whereas people would see the business and also have products that can be retailed. I can tell you right now, one of the products that are here is highly retailable, and there's so many things that are coming. Vendors right now and companies, I can tell you, have been blowing up the phones, and especially my phone, with wanting to bring ideas to this company. And it's a great thing because we get to be very, very, very selective of what we recommend and strategically align with IQ. But I can tell you that what you're seeing now is just the very beginning. This is not the future of the company. Our goal today was to make sure that when we turned the website on, it worked. That was it. That was the goal, not to launch all the bells and whistles that are actually going to be here. One of the other visions, and I'll get right to it and bring on our next speaker. One of the other visions was to create an advisory board. You know how most companies have product or scientific boards? Here, we're putting together what we call a technology advisory board. IQ is a service-based technology and innovation company. And so instead of having, doctors and physicians who come together to speak, we're going to have some of the brightest people that'll be a part of the educational portal, of the learning portal that's here, that will form a technology and an innovation board that will be here advising the company as well on different arenas of technology. The ecosystem that's here is the unique selling proposition. Okay, not one aspect, not just the learning. The goal is to have each component of the company to be able to stand on its own, that if that was the only product or service that or software subscription that the company had, that the company can build a legacy-based company just on that product. That's how strong the goal is, to put real true value into the marketplace with those particular products. One of them in particular that I can tell you, and I'm really excited about this, that I see as servicing the digital asset industry, is a relationship that that has been formed with a technology company. I won't give the technology company's name right now. You'll start to see that, but it's one of the technology companies that is really going to allow IQ to be the first to do something in a mass way. The number of independent sales agents that will enroll here, we're hoping to be unprecedented for a reason, okay? Because we're looking at a technology that will allow the independent sales agents to really become the Uber of Bitcoin ATMs. What do I mean by that? A technology that you'll see during the presentation that will allow independent sales agents to take POS systems, state-of-the-art technology, the best in the entire industry, that we've actually done the research and found, and they've come to IQ wanting to launch this software here, and it's done. Agreements have all been signed and everything. And this will be a point of sale terminal that you can take to any of your merchants, your cleaners, your corner store, your gas station, place it with the merchant and ask them, do you accept Bitcoin? Well, no. Would you like to at least accept it? And would you like to sell Bitcoin? And so one of the biggest issues in this new model is people don't know where to get it. They don't know where to buy it, but they want it. And as it becomes more and more acceptable, being able to facilitate people with the acceptance of this digital currency is not only a great concept, but it's a great responsibility that IQ, and that was an idea of John. He says, I want to be responsible for spreading the usage. It has no value if you can't use it. Let's spread the usage. So I want you to imagine this year having 1 million ISAs being able to be deployed and having state-of-the-art terminals that you'll see shortly, I believe, that can be deployed all around the world. Not only that, being able to take your own cell phone, okay, and put it to work. That means that every ISA will have the ability to sell Bitcoin right from their phone without owning a single Bitcoin. You'll never have to own a Bitcoin and be able to facilitate those particular transactions. Uber did it. Uber said, hey, listen, we'll allow you to go out and give rides all over the world, and Uber didn't own any of the cars. Airbnb said, hey, we'll allow you to take your home or your apartment or whatever your place is that you're not using, and even if you are using it, your spare bedroom, and put it to work. and they've created one of the largest, much larger than the hotel industry, without owning any real estate. I believe IQ will be one of the largest Bitcoin transaction agencies without distributors having to own one single Bitcoin. And when you take a look at the transactions, I'll give you one example here and kind of wet your whistle a little bit. Today, Master Visa card does about $2 trillion of transactions every single day, with the average of somewhere between 2.3% transaction fees total on all of those transactions. It's a large amount of income. I used to be in the merchant services business, so I know a lot about it. Imagine having a lot of the Bitcoin transactions that take place that you facilitate, whereas a percentage of those transactions go to the owner of the store, a percentage of it goes to the distributor, and then another percentage of it goes through the legacy rewards plan. So when you can imagine the types of residual incomes for facilitating transactions and not selling a coin, but facilitating transactions because you became an independent sales agent. Guys, those are some of the vision things that are taking place. And I can tell you, when you start talking those numbers and having just small percentages of that roll through a compensation plan or a legacy rewards plan, it's unprecedented what can take place. And so I am excited. I'm very proud to be a part of this, of the launch here. And my company, my consulting company, has really pulled out all the stops of hiring and bringing on other teams and other staff as well, and facilitating all of that so that the launch of this of IQ that happens in January will be a major, major, major one. And so the thing that we suggest is that you go out there and you build with integrity, you under promise, but over deliver, and always remember the truth is good enough. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you someone who has been working, and they were already here, but they've been facilitating the company to do it the right way, doing it the right way, and working extremely hard, building a team, and what you would call, I call it the behavior modification department. And so I'll bring on Melissa, and I want to make sure Melissa's out there live on the line. We may need to share the screen here, but ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much. See you guys, and all of the people who are out there, whether you're a customer, or whether you're a prospect, or whether you're a distributor, have an incredible day, and we'll see you at the top. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Tigray. I see my slide up. Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me, Tigray?
I hear you just fine.
Okay, awesome. Well, I want to say, wow, thanks, Holton, for the introduction, and thanks for explaining everything that IQ is about and where it's going and where it's headed into the future. So again, I just want to welcome all of you to the IQ Legacy pre-launch. So as you know, my name is Melissa. And for those who don't know me, I am the legal advisor for IQ Legacy. And I've also been previously with IQ Chain, known as InterQuest as well. So I want to touch base on just a few things. I'm the department that probably everybody dislikes, but lots of things are happening in the background that are really important to IQ Legacy and where we're headed. It's the utmost importance for our organization. So with these things, it will help us expand globally and be 100% compliant. So we are headed in a very strong direction, and we want all of our members, customers, people who just watch to see what's going on. We want them to understand where we're headed. We want to be 100% compliant. We're dedicated. We have a huge dedicated team to making sure that everything that's out there matches with what we're saying, all the content. So I'll start off with social media and the internet presentations from a compliance standpoint. Did you know that what you post on social media or anywhere else on the internet, you can make or break a company? So I'm not sure if all of you remember, not so long ago, a major company who was brought down by a few people using verbiage that was not company compliant. This is where we step in. It's a dangerous thing to just post things on the internet without getting company approval. We want to make sure that the vocabulary is correct and what you're presenting is proper. So we will definitely be policing the internet for things that are not compliant. So if you see something, say something. Our email address is compliance@iqlegacy.com. Keep your presentations within your teams, not only on YouTube or Facebook, and please use the compliant documents that will be located in your back office that Tigray will definitely go through with you. The documents in the back office will probably be the only documents that we will allow for approved posts. If we see anything online or any kind of content or any members speaking of the opportunity, we want to make sure that what you're saying is the way that the company is supposed to be perceived. So if you do want to post anything or you do want to say anything, you have to send an email to compliance to make sure that it's approved prior to posting it. So we ask that you do not post anything until you get approval. Let's talk about registration of the IQ bots, which you will learn about shortly with Tigray. We're putting the final touches on all the requirements to have our IQ bot registered and compliant. We want to make sure that this is finished before openly accepting applications in the US, especially. So rest assured, we're working hard on this and the importance of doing it the right way so that the US and all the other countries globally can join without any hesitation. So we want to make sure that it's right. Remember, we are one community and it's everyone's job to protect our community. So what you do will affect others. So just be mindful of what you're doing or saying. We have great leaders leading IQ Legacy, as you've heard, Tigray, John Barksdale, Holton Bugs, of course, and they're leading us into the future. And we want you to know that we are here to help you grow. And we want you to know that IQ Legacy is finally here. Today, we actually did our pre-launch and we'll be around for many years to come, but we can only be here for that long if everyone is compliant, if everyone understands why the compliance department might send you a message saying, please take down a certain video. Okay. We want to be a famous business, but we don't want to be a business that's known in a negative aspect. Just like Holton explained, we want to create this legacy. So as our famous business development advisor always says, stay tuned. That's his favorite thing. So let's work together to make this happen. One last thing, if you have any questions at all, whether it's old members from the previous companies that Tigray mentioned, please reach out to compliance and or support as your first point of contact. So let's bring back our dedicated business advisor, the one and only who always says, stay tuned, who is a very unique individual, Mr. Tigray.
I don't know what you mean by unique. That kind of sounded like you were maybe a little sideways comment. No, I'm just teasing. Great job, Melissa. Love working with you. And I'm just excited about what's happening here. Hey guys, I hope you guys are just totally amped. You heard from John Barksdale about the structure here, this revolutionary structure. And you heard from our visionary strategic advisor, Holton Bugs. So exciting. I mean, I personally, as I'm standing in the other room listening to Holton Bugs, I can understand why so many people are texting him saying, can you sponsor me? And I hate to break your hearts, guys, but Holton cannot sponsor you because he is not a distributor, right? So the key thing here is that Holton's company, the Holton's consulting company, is a strategic advisor to really, basically, you see what we're doing here. This is what's happening. This is the impact that we're having on this company. So we're gonna dive forward into this thing. I want to share with you some details. I had a chance to take a look at the Facebook group. It is lit. Oh my God, the number of comments is just absolutely insane. So many of you guys are excited. There's a couple. There's like one or two of you maybe not excited. I'm trying to figure out what the deal is with you. But for everybody else, is just absolutely jacked up excited. Guess what they told me? They told me that the Spanish line is maxed out. I think there's something going on in LATAM. So I'm just want to tell you guys big things. Now, there's a few things we need to cover, and somehow we got behind schedule. So if you got to jump off after 90 minutes, please feel free to do so without any shame. But I know there were some people in the Facebook group saying, hey, where's the details? Where's the hardcore stuff? And I want to let you know that we're about to get to that. We're about to get to the business presentation. We're going to run through it, but I have something very, very special to show you that's going to blow your mind as an ISA, independent sales agent. You are going to love what we're about to show you. So definitely you want to stay tuned. And we're going to get into we're going to do an overview of the compensation plan. And you're going to also hear from our global ambassador, Mike Sims, on how to get your business off the ground. So if you can stay. All right. So, but the first thing I want to do is I want to just time to take a quick pause for the cause here. And when we were going through the branding part, I got a little excited and I didn't show you something. And it's something major. And let's see if I can get myself back over here and show you our brand new website. I think you would want to see that. All right. So let me just take you there. And hopefully you are loving what you are seeing right now. We're so excited about the team that helped us build this website. And you can see it's a very different feel. If you were one of the folks who were around in the previous version, this is very different because this is a people company. This is not a crypto company. This is not a blockchain company. This is a people company. And so when you come here to this new website at iqlegacy.com, don't you just love it? You can see yourself in it. You can see the people. As a matter of fact, let me refresh this because you know what? I also got a text message that said the new video. I mean, we got guys working around the clock. I want to give a shout out to our technology team all over the world who literally pulled all-nighters to make sure everything was ready. And guess what? That hot video we showed earlier is in the website. Way to go, team. Appreciate you guys for the work that you did there. This is an amazing website. It just feels good. It works good. And you know what? It works good for all the folks that are in that Spanish room that is absolutely filled up. Guess what? It's in Spanish. This website, Se Habla Español, people, is here. It's in Spanish. You can build your business in English and you can build it in Spanish. And guess what? You can build it in Korean. That's right. Let's go ahead and bring that on up here too. This website, Se Habla Korean. Okay. So now you know that I have limits to my multilingual vocabulary. But I just want you guys to see, I just want to say hats off to all the people who work to help us launch this thing in a spectacular fashion. So go to iqlegacy.com and check it out. You will definitely enjoy that. All right, so let's get back to our the next part of what we want to share with you, which is our presentation. So let me go back here to our pre-launch deck here, and let's get into some more cool stuff. So you've learned already that IQ is about learning, it's about leverage, it's about lifestyle, and it's about legacy. Let's talk a little bit about leverage, because leverage is what you do with tools. Tools give you leverage. Anytime you have the right tool, a job is easier. Like that guy lifting that rock in that picture, by having a lever, hence leverage, he's able to lift the rock, which would be much harder to do if he had to use his bare hands to do it. So we have tools to help make your job of building your IQ business easier. And these are your presentation tools. So we have two power presentation tools that will really accelerate your success. The first is an interactive online presentation that will blow your skull. We're going to show it to you in just a second. And it is perfect for everyday sharing and for group meetings. We had a group of 10 guys in here last night, and we put it up on the big screen TV, and they were just eating it up. And they just wanted to know, hey, how quickly can they get their hot little hands on it? And then what it does is it allows people to experience it their way and at their speed and at their pace. And the best part of all is for all the shy folks, for all the folks who are afraid of public speaking, no skill required. The message is consistent. It's the same every time. And it's a compliant presentation every time. Use this presentation and you won't meet Melissa on the wrong side of the street. So that's what's great about this presentation. And of course, we have a traditional PowerPoint deck for the folks who are going to get up in front of the room at the Marriott or wherever, in Cabo San Lucas. But we want to show you just an incredible tool here. So let me get this thing shifted around. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, let's go over here to Safari. And I hope you guys are ready. All right, here we go. Let's get this share it up. Okay. So here we go. Oh, where's my volume? I got no volume. Hold on, guys. We're gonna get the volume working here because you got to hear this.
Oh, this is a strong statement, but we honestly believe.
You're right. We're gonna start from the beginning. Here we go, guys. Sorry about that.
Thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this short presentation. It's going to be interactive, so you'll be asked to click your screen from time to time to see only what you're interested in seeing. And you are in total control every step of the way by clicking the menu icon here. We're sure you'll be impressed, and we know this is a strong statement, but we honestly believe you may one day look back at this very moment as a turning point in your life. Let's start with a quick question. Which of the following do you think is not true? Go ahead and click your screen, please.
All right, which one you guys want me to choose? Come on, talk to me. All right, you want me to choose the capillaries or the pizza? Okay, the pizza. Oh, that's not the pizza. Okay, maybe it's the websites. Oh, not the websites. Capillaries? Oh.
This may sound incredible, but they're all true. So what's the point? Why are we talking about capillaries, pizza, websites? The point is that regardless of our intelligence or IQ, no matter how smart we are, we all have what we call knowledge gaps. This is especially true when it comes to money. Rich, poor, male, female, intelligent, or uneducated, we all have financial knowledge gaps. Maybe you work like crazy but can't seem to make enough money. Or you're great at making money but not the best at investing it, or even keeping it. Or you're great at all of those things, but you can't keep up with all of the changing technologies. By the way, did you know you can start withdrawing money from an ATM before you even get to it now? The fact is that these knowledge gaps are seriously impacting our lives. Guess how many Americans don't even have $1,000 cash on hand in case of an emergency?
Okay, what is it, guys? I can tell you, it's 66%.
2/3. And it's not just a US problem. What percentage of the UK's working population are chronically broke?
Okay, 45%? Nope. 38? Nope. 61? 70?
Can you believe it's 70%? Click one of the other countries to see their staggering statistics and move ahead when you're ready.
I love it. I love it. You guys are doing great. The feedback is awesome. Okay, Germany. All right. We'll do one more. Which one are we doing? Come on, guys. Talk to me. Talk to me real quick. Africa? Okay. Wow. Who knew that? Okay, let's continue.
Clearly, this is a global problem. And sadly, most people think there's no way to change it. But enough with the distressing stuff. Let's talk solutions, because there are solutions. Enough with this continuing cycle of poverty where ignorance, fear, and need control our lives. As Robert Kiyosaki says, it's not real estate, stocks, mutual funds, business, or money that make a person rich. It is information, knowledge, wisdom, and know-how. aka financial intelligence that makes one wealthy. It's pretty simple. When you know better, you do better. To drastically improve your life, which of these would you have to be better at?
New economy, currency, investing in leverage. You know what? All of these.
But where do you go to learn? Who do you trust? Does it work? Is it worth my time and money? These have all been valid concerns. Until now. Go ahead and rub your screen to see the company that is creating a wealth and empowerment movement to change lives around the world.
Okay, how many of you know how to rub the screen?
It's time to raise your IQ. We believe you deserve to know what the truly successful know. You deserve to use that knowledge to live the life of your dreams. You deserve the confidence that knowledge will bring so you can make the right money decisions. And you deserve the tools you need to fill in those knowledge gaps and create true financial independence. You deserve it. And we're here to help you raise your IQ with a lifestyle of learning and leveraging what you learn so you can enjoy your best results ever. Welcome to the IQ ecosystem. Go ahead and choose which part of it you'd like to learn about. We can come back and look at the others later, but which would you like to see first?
All right, guys, which one you want to see first? Okay, you guys want to go to learn first? Okay, learn. Here we go.
Great. A study was done recently about who listens to the radio in their car and how often. Who do you think listens to the radio more? Rich people or lower and middle class people?
Lower middle class.
Interestingly enough, they both listen to the radio the same amount of time. What they listened to was very different, though. The rich listen to things that increase their knowledge, while the lower and middle class tends to listen to music. You see, the rich believe what Benjamin Franklin said, investing in knowledge pays the best interest. So they're constantly filling in the knowledge gaps. IQ Inner Quest gives you the ability to do just that in one convenient place. Choose a course on any of these topics whenever you want, wherever you want. Wealth, business, cryptocurrency basics, even health and leisure. At home, on your computer, your laptop at the beach, or turn your car into a mobile university. IQ Inner Quest is a self-paced, self-guided, cutting-edge learning ecosystem that's interactive, so you'll stay totally engaged and really absorb the information. Go ahead and choose another topic, or move ahead when you're ready to move on.
All right, you guys said you wanted to go to leverage, so let's go to leverage.
Fantastic. Quick question. Do you believe that knowledge is power?
Is knowledge power? Yes? Okay, yes.
Most people say yes, when in fact, knowledge is not power until it is applied. So IQ has you covered with the most effective cutting-edge tools and methods available in the world today. Like IQ Bot, simple yet sophisticated. IQ Bot is the automated cryptocurrency trading platform. You tell it what you want to trade, what gains you're looking for, and what downside risk you're willing to accept, and IQ Bot takes it from there. If you don't know what to trade, it can even choose for you in the automatic setting. It watches the market for you, and when it can achieve your desired target, it'll buy or sell your position. While you're at work, at school, on vacation, you've got security and peace of mind too, knowing we never touch your funds. You just connect your favorite exchanges to IQ Bot and trade directly from your own wallet, giving you total access to and control over your funds. And if there are profits, you keep 100%. That's leverage. Go ahead and choose another topic or move ahead when you're ready to move on.
Okay, some of you guys said lifestyle. All right, lifestyle is coming soon. So that only leaves legacy. Let's go to it.
It's been said that you can have everything you want in life if you help enough people get what they want. Can you think of anything more rewarding in every way than helping people raise their IQ and live the life of their dreams? We've created a system for you to develop multiple streams of income, helping to distribute the IQ ecosystem around the world. Let me ask you a question. How many ways do most people get paid at their job?
How many, guys? Tell me. 2, 3. Oh, sorry, I said 1. Okay, hold on.
To give you a brief overview of our revolutionary new rewards plan, these are the 9 ways to earn with IQ. Some may say that 9 ways to earn money is a bit much, but we really want you to feel appreciated and rewarded. So everything about us is cutting edge, including our performance bonuses. We've partnered with ORMEUS to provide access to cutting-edge crypto opportunities so you can earn ORMEUS coins for your business building performance. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, think again. Right now, only major companies like these accept Bitcoin for payment. But what if you could walk into a store, a restaurant, a stadium, and ask, do you take Bitcoin? And when they say no, you can say, would you like to? You can then set them up with our point of sale node system so they can accept multiple cryptocurrencies and fiat currency. And you profit from every transaction. Want to build a real legacy with a big team? Imagine profiting from every transaction, from every location that every one of your people sets up, using leverage to build your legacy. Go ahead and choose another topic, or move ahead when you're ready to move on. So by now, you're probably getting a better understanding of why we're so excited about our wealth and empowerment movement. We truly believe that we will have a major impact on millions of families around the world. But what about your family? We know the world is changing, and you may not have been in the right place at the right time before. But for some reason, you're watching this right now. Will this be one of those times when you look back 1, 3, 5 years from now and say, I should have? Or will you be looking back saying, I'm so glad I did? It's only $99 to join the IQ ecosystem and get your digital starter kit. And then just choose your pack. Go ahead and click on each to see everything that's included, and move ahead when you're ready.
All right, guys, let's go through these packs. You ready? Bronze. InnerQuest learning platform, the student version of the IQ bot. 8% dual team, $500 payable in Bitcoin. Okay, let's go to the next one. Silver. 900 personal sales volume, InnerQuest learning platform, the intermediate IQ bot that gives you 2 bots and 2 exchanges, and you can trade more money. And then you have the 9% in the dual team commission, 1,500 in Bitcoin. Gold. InnerQuest learning platform, the pro version of the IQ bot platform. 4 bots, 4 exchanges, much bigger principal limit. Signals, master trader, 2 licenses, 1 you can use, 1 you can sell, 10% dual team, and 1 VIP experience upgrade, and you want that upgrade. Let's go to platinum. All right, InnerQuest, the master version of the IQ bot with 6 bots and 6 exchanges and no principal limit. Signals, master trader, 4 licenses, 1 for you to use, 3 for you to sell, 12% dual team, and 2 VIP experience upgrades for our upcoming events. Did you pick your pack? All right, let's move on.
Are you ready to join the IQ movement with us?
Okay, you gotta say yes.
In a moment, you'll click the Get Started button on your screen. That will take you to a page that looks like this. Simply click here and fill in the information. We'll contact you soon, but feel free to reach out to us as well. Go ahead and click Get Started, and welcome to IQ.
All right, folks, wasn't that fun? That was a lot of fun, everybody. And let's get the music is going to keep playing on this, so we got to stop it. All right, hold on, everybody. Let me get this music to stop. There we go. Woo! Wasn't that fun? Hey, guys, I was, we keep seeing this, and we pressed all the buttons. Last night, we pressed no at the end, and then it asked if you want to be a retail customer. And then we pressed no again, and then it said, okay, well, let's schedule you a time to get back with the person. And it literally came up with a calendar so you can schedule a time. And let me show you, by the way, what happens when you are given this presentation, because you guys thought your minds were blown and you were messaging on Facebook the whole time and getting all excited and asking if it's going to be in different languages. And the answer to that question is yes, we're going to do it in all the languages that we can do it. You got to see a bunch of languages for that in the next couple of weeks. But here's the thing I want you to see. I want you to see what happens while somebody is viewing this presentation. So as soon as a person starts watching the presentation, you get the message on the left that somebody has started to watch your presentation and the person's name who started watching your presentation. And when they finish, you get the message on the right that says they just finished watching your presentation. So these alerts help you with the timing and the follow-up. And here is the big news. Every IQ independent sales agent gets one of these. You get this tool when you become an ISA with your $100 enrollment fee. It's part of your digital toolkit. And this is the only company-approved online presentation at IQ. We don't want anybody doing any other presentations. And why would you? Right? So you can see how powerful this thing is. And that's just so exciting. It's just mind blowing. And my phone was just lit up. There were people just saying, hey, you know, this was amazing. I mean, the chat group on Facebook is just going bananas. Now, real quick, I just want to give you just a quick look at InnerQuest, our learning platform. This thing is absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, I got a little bit of a preview to give to you guys real quick right here of InnerQuest. What InnerQuest is like. Hold on, we're not ready for that one. Back it up. Let me go over to InnerQuest real quick. Let's go ahead and sign in. Hold on, before I sign in, I don't want you to miss it. Let's share. Ooh, wrong thing. Hold on, guys. Here we go. Technology. Okay, here we go. You guys ready? I'm sharing. I'm logging in.
Hello and welcome to the most exciting and revolutionary opportunity on the planet. We are so excited for you to join the IQ Legacy family. The IQ ecosystem is an exclusive environment for forward-thinking individuals like yourself to raise their IQ in the areas that they need in order to reach their ultimate success. We want to also give you a special congratulations for choosing one of our optional promotional starter packs to give yourself a real edge and advantage. Great move. The IQ ecosystem has 4 parts: learn, leverage, lifestyle, and legacy. And as you raise your leadership IQ, you'll benefit from them all. We want to see you grow, blossom, and create true wealth. So we encourage you to be very tuned in, to pay attention, and push yourself to grow in knowledge and experience every day. Speaking of growing in knowledge, let's start raising your business building and compliance IQ right now with the IQ onboarding program. Once you've completed it, you'll want to start raising your IQ in other areas like cryptocurrency mastery. So once again, welcome to the IQ family and welcome to your best future.
Yeah, you know what? I just got to say this. IQ is the coolest company on the planet. We got all the toys that make people excited because we are recognizing that, you know what, folks, it's 2018. It's going to be 2020. Why do things the old-fashioned way anymore? Let's do them the exciting way. Let's learn the exciting way, and let's grow and let's build our business the exciting way also. Okay, I can't find my mouse. Where'd it go? All right, let's see. Okay, here we go. The mouse went away. IQ Bot, this is a quick look here so you can get a closer look at what IQ Bot looks like. And again, you saw it in the video. There's 4 levels: student, intermediate, pro, and master. We don't touch your investment money. All right, you do that. This thing sits on top of your accounts and it trades in your own accounts. So folks, that is what we are bringing to the table for learn and for leverage. But for legacy, let's talk about the money. Let's talk about the IQ Legacy Rewards Plan. Now I got to stop this for a second because I got to move this thing out from the middle of my screen because that's not working. Okay, here we go. Let's pop into this thing here and let's talk about the money. Now, I got to tell you what, this is the craziest thing that's ever happened in this industry is somebody said to a little kid named Holton Bugs, go in the candy store and design the candy. As a matter of fact, they said, go in the amusement park and design all the rides. As a matter of fact, they said, go in the back office and design the world's killer comp plan for people to create wealth. And he said, you know what? I'm not going to do a comp plan. That's boring. Everybody's got a comp plan. Let's do it big. Let's create a legacy plan so that people can truly create something masterful for their lives. And so there's 9 ways to make money here: retail, direct sales, dual team, unilevel, matching bonus, infinity bonus, coin performance bonus, legacy rewards bonus, and outrageous bonus. I know you guys want me to skip right to number 9. Okay, we went through the promotional starter packs. We've got some detail. And by the way, I'm a whiz through this because we are going to do a compensation plan webinar within the next 10 days so we can go through this in detail and you can understand every aspect of it. But you remember the promotional starter packs from the video: $100 enrollment fee, and then you choose your optional promotional starter pack: $500, $1,500, $5,000, or $10,000, bronze, silver, gold, or platinum. Every one of them has an InterQuest subscription. Every one of them has an IQBot subscription of varying lengths. And the top 2 plans have VIP upgrades and higher payouts in dual team because of the personal sales volume associated with them. So that's the first part. The second part is we want to let you know when you get paid. Retail commissions, direct sales commissions, and the dual team pay out weekly. And so the week closes on Sunday at midnight and you get commissions the following Monday. So for those of you who are getting in the game right now, you got today and tomorrow to get some volume going, and you can see your first check on Monday, the 12th. So that's exciting. Matching bonuses, infinity bonuses, unilevel bonuses, and generational bonuses are paid monthly on the 20th of the following month. Okay, retail, simple concept. You buy at wholesale, you sell at retail, you earn the difference. And our products are infinitely retailable. People will buy a subscription to InterQuest. People will buy a subscription or a software license to IQBot. And when they do that, you will earn a retail commission. All right, the next is a direct sales bonus, because some of the folks that are going to buy those things are going to be what we call internal customers, people that are joining the IQ ecosystem. They paid their $100 enrollment fee, and now they're choosing their optional package, and you're going to earn a one-time direct sales bonus for helping them do that. Okay, and those will range from $30 to $540. Next is the dual team commission. So you're going to build 2 teams, a left team and a right team, and based on your rank, you're going to earn between 8% and 15% of the volume generated on the lesser side. There is a weekly cap, and the weekly cap at the highest position is $175,000. So this plan allows for monthly income in the dual team of up to $700,000. Now, what happens to your unpaid volume? You hold it for 12 months, and after 12 months, it starts to, the oldest month will start to fall off. So that's how that will work. And so basically, if you had 100,000 points on the big side and you had 25,000 points on the lesser side, guess what? And you're at the 10% commission level, you would have earned a $2,500 dual team commission for that particular week. Not bad. If that's what you're earning each week, that's an extra 10 grand a month. That would be pretty fun, wouldn't it? Okay. Now, matching bonus. This is one that's really exciting. And I got to tell you what, guys, if you don't know what you're looking at, you might miss your blessing here, because what this is a 3% 7-level dynamically compressed matching bonus. So what that means is that because of the dynamic compression that's built into here, if you, depending on your rank, you will earn that level on everybody's business in your business. So, Okay, simple example. If you're a pearl, you get the 5th level. But if your business runs deep and there are no other pearls, you get everybody's 5th level. Some of you guys are going to catch that tomorrow. And then you're never going to sleep again, right? Because then you'll understand that Holton bugs, they let them in the candy store and crazy stuff started to happen. So this is a matching bonus example. We'll dig into this in the full webinar. Infinity bonus, when you get to the top 2 ranks, an extra 1% to 2% on your lesser leg to infinity, no cap. Okay, we're trying to put the money in the hands of the people. And then you have the unilevel, right? So all of the residual recurring aspects. So there's a $99 a month recurring technology fee. That covers everything. That covers your IQ bot. That covers your InterQuest. That covers the stuff that's going to come down the pike that I can't even tell you about right now. But guess what? That's dynamically compressed too. So it's just insane. I'm like, Holton, two dynamically compressed things in the comp plan? And he was like, yeah, why not? Okay, fine, we'll do it. And then we have coin performance bonus. So everything we just spoke about, it pays in Bitcoin, right? So you probably noticed by now, we're Bitcoin in and Bitcoin out, because you know what? We're in this new economy. Why not use it? Okay. But now there's an opportunity for you to earn our strategic partners coins. And you could earn that in the coin performance bonus. You can earn that in the coin performance bonus. They're asking me to slow down for interpretation. I'm just trying to get through it. So I will slow down just a little bit as I talk about the coin performance bonus. And what happens here is you can earn credits that are redeemable for the strategic partners coins. And what do you get? How do you earn them? You build your business. Okay. You can't buy them. You can't buy them from us. You can buy them on an exchange. But in our company, you build your business, you get rewarded with coins. And now you're going to earn this for your personal productivity and for building a team that is very successful as well. And so this is one of the more exciting aspects of our compensation structure. When we do the compensation plan webinar training, we'll dig into it in detail so that you can understand exactly how it works. And you'll understand why some of our partners are saying in this particular part of the compensation plan, it's raining coins. Okay, now let's go to, and this is an example. Oh, by the way, not only do you earn it, but every time this bonus is triggered, it pays you and it pays up in through the unilevel. So 7 people, it just pays through 7 levels. This is ridiculous. It's insane. Nobody's ever heard of anything like that. And then you have the legacy reward bonus. And this is where we really want to blow your minds. This is where we want you to truly feel special and loved and appreciated. And this is where we IQ wants to redefine how network marketing companies contribute to the wealth of the people who help build the company. And so in this first legacy reward bonus will be based on our strategic partners, ORMEUS cash coin. And let's just say we've got some of those set aside for the top earners to earn. And let me ask you a question. How would you like something like that to contribute to your net worth? We'll dig into that on the compensation plan webinar. The last one is the outrageous bonus. And we're still struggling with what to call this, but if we call it what we want to call it, we wouldn't be able to be PG. So the bottom line is this: the economy here is so different that it allows us to set aside some percentages so that we can do something crazy once a year. And we won't tell you what it is. We'll just announce it and we'll just do it. And lots of folks will get it. And it's going to be so crazy. It's going to be so big. It's going to be so over the top that you will say, that's outrageous. So we look forward to hearing you say that's outrageous or that's insane or something else. But that's going to be a lot of fun to do. As far as the ranks are concerned, we'll go through the qualifications of all the different ranks in slower and more detail at a later time. But as you can see, there is a nice progression of ranks here. There's something for everybody. There's great achievement. And by the way, when you get to the Pearl level, we start to give you a rank grace period of 2 to 3 months to make sure that your business is solid, because we really want to see people build solid incomes here that can really fuel a lifestyle and also fuel their legacy. So that's an overview of the compensation plan. It's a very rich plan, strong rewards for people who are willing to go to work and really build this. So what I want to do at this point in time is I want to introduce you to someone who has a reputation in the industry of going to work and building it. He's been a diamond distributor in more than one company. He is a consistent seven-figure annual earner in just over the course of his career. And he's also come to understand digital currency to a degree where he's been very successful in that as well. And so let's just say that his family is really blessed by his knowledge, by his wisdom, and by his work ethic. I've had the opportunity to get to know him from afar at first. And he was I have to admit, he was one of my icons in this industry, one of the people that I respected, one of the people that I wanted to learn from, one of the people that I wanted to be like. And I'm grateful for this opportunity for a lot of reasons, not the least of which is that it's brought me into close association with this gentleman so that I can learn from him and benefit from him. And guess what? He's become a friend and a brother. So at this point in time, I want to introduce you to our global ambassador, who's going to be helping lead the way and help establish the culture here and show people how to be successful. And that is none other than Mr. Mike Sims. Mike, are you out there?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Sure can. Floor is yours.
All right. Let me adjust this light here a little shiny on camera. But anyway, appreciate that, T. Gray, and I'm just excited. I mean, it's hard to figure out where exactly I want to start and kind of bringing this all together as we start to get to the end of this webinar. But the first thing I want to do is I want to thank John Barksdale for his vision years ago, or actually a little over a year ago, to start to create the foundation of the company that we have right now. And of course, that first year of existence is the year where things are sorted out, weeded out, and there's some things that are changed, adjusted, and things of that nature. That's all a part of being in the pioneer phases of building a company that will be a legacy company. And then, of course, I want to thank all the existing or the leadership that was here before we got here. That leadership has embraced the new leadership. That leadership has embraced change. As you can see through this webinar, this is a totally different company than when the company first started a little over a year ago. But those individuals have embraced the change. And we all know that change is important if you're going to build and construct a legacy. And so congratulations to all of you who stuck through the process. It hasn't been easy. The pioneers always get the arrows in their back, but you all have stuck with it. You all have helped mold this company into what it is or what it's becoming now. And so we appreciate you for embracing the new leadership. And then, of course, we had a chance to hear quite a bit from T. Gray. You guys don't know and understand the amount of work that this gentleman has put in to creating the foundation of this company. Also, Mr. Holton Buggs, we never had a chance to work together in the past, but now that partnership and relationship that we're forming is just, I value that relationship. And here's what I know. There may be companies out there who try to copy what we do. There are companies out there, you may say another company has a better compensation plan than we do. You may say another company out there, may be better in some areas than we are. But one thing I can tell you for a fact, I learned in network marketing that everything rises and falls on leadership. And I challenge you to find a company that will have better leadership to plug into than we'll have here with IQ. And so you just had a chance today to see a few of the leaders here involved with this company, but we've got people from around the world who say, yes, we want to be a part of changing the network marketing profession as we know it today. Yes, we want to be a part of doing things differently. We want to be a part of creating these co-opetitions, as Holton Buzz talked about. Yes, we want to be a part of helping people create true legacy income. Because if you've been involved in network marketing before, as I have, January will be 19 years for me full time. have earned a tremendous amount of income. But one of the things I heard Holton Buzz talk about, one of the things we talk about in our conversations is what is the real financial IQ of people that are involved in this profession. We're taught how to go out and generate an income, but we're not taught how to go put overalls on the money and send the money to work. That's what we're taught. Here's another thing that we have to understand as well. In network marketing, because of the way it's set up with owners and things of that nature, we have always talked about this being our own business. But is it really our own business? Because some of us has experienced that when you don't want to sell a certain product anymore, or when you want to move in another direction, the company will remind you very quickly that it's really not your business. And so, who wants to be a part of a different direction, a different environment where you can do and participate in other health and wellness, whatever you want to do, you can participate in these companies, but we're going to create an environment where it encourages you to want to participate here because of how we're treated and how we're valued. And so I'm excited about that. It's totally different. I believe that everything in my network marketing career has prepared me for this moment because it gives us an opportunity to achieve what we join network marketing to achieve. And that's that true walk away residual legacy income. And then of course, with legacy income becomes legacy lifestyle. And I joke around with John Barksdale all the time and a few other people in this company at this new home I'm looking at here. There are going to be some pictures of some people involved in this company on the walls because these individuals truly contributed to the legacy of myself and my family. So I'm excited about being a part of this company and what we're going to create, what's already been created. And understand, team, this is pre-launch. There will be things that don't go smooth in the very beginning because it's pre-launch. There will be mistakes that will be made because it's pre-launch. But here's what I know about the leadership team that's assembled here. They won't make the same mistake twice. The leadership is committed to doing the right things for people and by people to make sure that we're building this business on a rock solid foundation. So I'm excited to be a part of it. A couple of things, another thing I'm excited about as well that John Barksdale mentioned is the DAO and how it's set up. And of course, one of the issues in network marketing is ownership and not doing the right things by people and for people. We don't have that issue here because we have a true decentralized autonomous organization. And of course, that allows all of us to be owners. People want to know, well, who's the owner of the company? You are, because you're contributing to that decentralized autonomous organization. Doesn't that make you feel empowered? I know it makes me feel empowered, and I'm going to do everything I can because now I'm an owner in the company. I'm an owner. You're an owner in the company. So we should do everything we can to always make sure that we protect this environment because we're all owners. There's no central owner or anything that we've got founders, but there's no owner. So understand that we are evolving or creating something different, an entire ecosystem. And I believe that if you've been involved in network marketing in the past, everything you've done has prepared you for this moment. I know I feel that way personally. I'm just pinching myself this entire webinar saying, wow, this is it. This is what I've been preparing for my entire network marketing career because we're going to be able to help people do exactly what they signed up to do. And that's to go out and create a legacy for themselves and their family. And here's the thing that separates us. We have a true plan to do that. We have a true plan. We didn't get into that on this webinar this morning or tonight, wherever you're calling in from. But we have a true plan. A lot of companies, a lot of leaders in network marketing talk about how to go out and create a legacy. They talk about creating so many individuals earning a certain amount of income. We have a plan to do that. We have a plan to do that. And here's what I love about it. It starts with education. Our ecosystem, the foundation of our ecosystem starts with education. What you don't know has been hurting you and your family. We have an education platform here with IQ that will truly help raise your financial IQ. Here's the question I've been asking prospects. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your financial IQ? Everybody I've asked that question. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your financial IQ? I've got some individuals that I know that are really wealthy. These individuals say my financial IQ is a 6. Why? Because they know nothing about the new economy that is emerging and with cryptocurrency. They heard about it. I read a statistic recently. 75% of people around the world have heard of cryptocurrency, but 98% of people around the world don't know how to harness its power, don't know how to use it, don't know how to participate in it, don't understand it. We're part of that foundation that will help educate the masses on what this new economy is all about. Now, if you think about any network marketing company you joined in the past, you were excited to go out and share with the world a brand new product. Now we're sharing with the world a brand new economy. We're sharing with the world what I call the greatest wealth transfer since the .com industry. We're taking that to the rest of the world. So we don't have an opportunity to go out and just exchange our dollars for weight loss products and health and wellness and all things I love and participate and use. But we're talking about now helping people participate in something that will change the way we live our lives. If I could go back now and invest in the internet in some form or fashion, when I had an opportunity to do so or learn how to use it as a tool in the very beginning and learn how to harness its power or be to buy a stock when the internet first started, I promise you, I would have skipped this webinar this morning because I wouldn't need to be on it because my family's legacy would already be set up. Now we have that opportunity, and I would just implore everyone, don't miss this one. How will you not miss it? Because you're going to get educated on it. You're going to get educated on it from the beginning to the beginning levels with our platform on to advanced, and then some of the other things that we're going to be bringing, some of the other experts in the industry that we're going to be rolling out for us to be able to plug into are going to be game changers for yourself and your family. Here's what I know as well. Once you get that education, no one can take that away from you. No one can take that away from you. Because of things I learned in network marketing, I've been able to go out and start other traditional businesses because of the knowledge I gained in network marketing. Well, the same here. When you get the knowledge about a new economy, now you'll be able to take that knowledge that you learn and go do other things with it that you choose to. You can go and learn how to trade and get involved in coins on an exchange and things of that nature. Why? Why? Because of what you learn here with our foundation, with our InnerQuest platform. And so I'm excited about the platform. I'm excited about the entire ecosystem that the IQ bot. It is phenomenal. Here's what I watched over the last year and a half as this quote unquote what they call the crypto MLM industry started to develop and in some cases blow up and cause a lot of harm to a lot of people. I saw people, as Holton talked about, take advantage of people who didn't know certain things. But then I saw some individuals earning income. And then I saw people that were losing that income because companies doing it the wrong way, pooling funds, doing all kind of things that people know are not compliant, not legal. And so when we said, hey, we can create a product that we can license, that people can market, that people can buy without even joining the company, and they can learn how to trade. They can learn, or they can connect it to their own exchange and let it do trading for you as you got it. It is a game changer. I can tell you from personal experience. Last year, a tremendous amount of success on my own trading cryptocurrencies, participating in the new economy, but very little sleep. Watching all these monitors, watching the phone constantly. Now to be able to participate or use a product that does it for me, sets the stop losses, lets me participate how I choose to. And here's the beautiful thing. You get to keep all your profits. The company's not doing that. So we're not an investment company. We're a company that is teaching people about this new economy. We're teaching people how to leverage what they learn. And then we're giving people tools to go out and be able to help them participate in this new economy. And so, again, we've got an ecosystem. You're just seeing the bare bones of it now. As it continues to evolve, you're going to continue to get more and more excited. If you can't tell by the smile on my face right now and the bags under my eyes, I'm losing a lot of sleep because of the excitement of being involved in this company. And I know the lives is going to change. And so what do I implore everyone to do today, immediately? The first thing is, of course, after you watch this presentation, you fall into one of three categories. Number one, you're ready to go right now. You're telling yourself, hey, I've been on this webinar too long already. I was ready to sign up 30 minutes or 60 minutes ago. I'm ready to get off. Tell me how to get started. Get with the person who invited you on this webinar immediately, and they can share with you how to get started, how to enroll into our ecosystem. That $99 enrollment fee gets you into that ecosystem, and now you're in, and then that person can help you choose your package to get involved with. You get involved at whatever level is comfortable for you. If you want to start a beginner, there's pathways for you to be able to upgrade as you continue to gain or grow in your knowledge IQ, but you get started at whatever level is comfortable for you. The second type of person is the person that says, hey, I'm interested, but I've got questions. Get with the person who invited you on this webinar and get your questions answered. Don't go ask someone who wasn't on this webinar. There's a lot of misinformation out there about who we are, what we do, and what we're going to do. The best people to answer those questions is to get with the person that invited you on this webinar, and they can put you in contact with someone who can help answer your questions. I would encourage everyone to join our Facebook page, IQ Legacy, where there will be updates from the company and top leadership constantly about what's going on in this company. And again, some of those questions may be answered there as well. And then the third type of person is someone who's on this webinar that you're just on here right now just to be negative, or you're on here right now and you have zero interest in raising your financial IQ. I don't understand that, but that's not for me to understand. You have no interest in raising your financial IQ, no interest in participating in the new economy, no interest in building a legacy for yourself and your family. That's okay. We appreciate you for being a part of the audience this afternoon, this morning, or at night, wherever you're calling in from. We appreciate you. We just hope that one day, as we continue to grow and build this company, something will happen, or you will see or hear something about this company that will cause you to revisit this opportunity. And so if you're that type of person, we appreciate you as well. And we look forward to seeing you one day when that light bulb comes on. And so pick your package, let that person know what level that you're comfortable with starting with. And then, of course, here's what I'm doing. I am committed myself personally to minimally expose at least 2 people a day to that I Decide presentation. At least 2 people a day. I may do more than that some days, but there will not be a day where I don't put 2 brand new people in front of that I Decide presentation. Think about that presentation. How many of us have sat through boring network marketing presentations in the past, and at the end of the presentation, the person's forgot about what happened at the beginning because it's too long or it's not interactive. It didn't keep their attention. That presentation allows people to go where they want to go. And so it keeps their attention, it keeps them engaged. And of course, it's interactive with us. So we know what they watched. We know when they're watching it. And if they have questions, they contact us immediately. And so we've got a tool that's education in itself. I learned something just by watching the I Decide presentation. And so I'm going to personally commit to, at minimum, getting that in front of at least 2 people every single day, at minimum. At minimum, 2 people every day. If you want to go faster, do more than that. But at minimum, do at least 2 people a day. And if those individuals have questions, get back with the person who introduced you to the business, or plug into one of our tools or one of the webinars that we'll be doing, which we'll be announcing on the Facebook page, or some of the events that we'll be doing, which will be posted on the Facebook page as well. Plug those individuals in to get their additional questions answered. We're building a system here, a system where everything we do is system dependent, not people dependent. And we've got some of the best tools, some of the tools you haven't even seen yet. This has just been a taste of what we're going to bring, or the offering that we're going to bring to the marketplace. And so if you can't tell, I'm excited. I firmly believe, I said it again, everything I've done in my network marketing career has prepared me for this moment. If you're brand new to network marketing, have never been involved in network marketing before, think about having an opportunity to join this profession, and immediately start to raise your financial IQ. That, of course, there's a lot of companies that get involved with, but think about raising your financial IQ, and then, of course, having access to a product where a product alone has the ability to help you change your family's financial situation, because it's teaching you or it's helping you leverage the knowledge that you gain. I love all products in network marketing. The majority of products I paid for, I consumed, I've used, gotten some benefits from it. That's great. but I've never had a product that gave me the opportunity, alone without having to go share the product with people. A product alone that I can use that helped me potentially bring an income into my household. Never had a product like that. A product that can do that for you without you having to go out and share it with other people. That's phenomenal. And so I'm excited. All of us should be excited about that. We have a true retail customer model here where people can participate from a customer standpoint in education, or our leverage tools with the IQ bot and other things that are on the horizon very, very soon that you'll have an opportunity to participate in too. Remember, we're in the basement here. We're laying the foundation of what's to come here with IQ. And so I'm excited to be a part of this opportunity. I appreciate, again, John Barksdale for his vision. I appreciate Terrence Gray and all the sleepless nights that he's had. We're talking 2 o'clock in the morning last night, putting together final touches on this webinar. And the friendship that we're developing. And then, of course, Holton Bugs and his consulting company partnering with us here to help bring that knowledge, bring that wisdom that it takes to be able to go out and grow a network marketing company in this new economy, in this new environment. Network marketing is changing. It's changing. How it was when I started, it's evolving now. It's evolving. And if you don't evolve with it, then you're going to be evolved out. If that's even a phrase, that's probably not even correct English. But you'll be in the past. That feel like that. You'll be non-existent, and if you don't continue to evolve with the changes that are happening in network marketing. So we're excited. We're going to do some incredible things here. If you got big goals, big dreams, big vision, this is the company for you. If you got big goals, big dreams, big vision, this is the company for you. And the last thing I'll say is, when you get started, I ask everyone to join me, to join the rest of the leadership in this company with having something that you may have never had before, or may have lost it before, and that's a major sense of urgency. A major sense of urgency. Everything I'm doing right now is with urgency. And so I encourage you to get your questions answered quickly. And once you do, then let's move quickly so we can go out and impact thousands of people's lives. With that, T. Gray, I'll turn it back over to you.
Way to go, man. You got me all fired up again. I don't know. I can't even stand myself at this point in time. Thank you so much. And folks, everybody, that is our global ambassador who's going to serve you and help you win, Mike Sims. Appreciate you so much. So let's wrap up this party, because you know what? It really has turned out to be a party. People are so excited. I had a chance to dig back into the Facebook page there and read some of the comments, and my text messages are going crazy. People are asking, how do I sign up? Where do I go to sign up? And we're going to cover that right now as we close this out. So what do you do next? What happens next? Go raise your IQ, learn, get your knowledge gaps closed at InnerQuest, leverage, apply your new knowledge, gain some experience with IQBot, work the living daylights out of this iDecide presentation tool. I mean, that got some rave reviews while that was playing. Lifestyle stuff is coming soon, and it's going to blow your mind. And then legacy. Come on, folks. This plan has been put together so that you can totally win. Now, one of the questions that's being asked is, what about the people who are existing IQ Chain IBOs? And, I was reading some of the comments, and some folks were getting a little impatient. We didn't forget about you, right? So here's what we want to offer you. We want to offer you an invitation to build with IQ Legacy. We are inviting you to the party. And here's the cool thing about it. It's an incredibly classy way, because you get to, if you accept our invitation, you get to keep your position and your downline that you built in IQ Chain as you now start to build with IQ Legacy. If you have an InnerQuest subscription as part of that, you get to bring it over and have that here. And guess what? You did not have an IQ bot subscription, but we're going to give you one. And we're going to give you the intermediate level IQ bot subscription so that you can enjoy the full party. If you achieve the rank, and there was also a scenario where you could purchase a rank, and some people were given a rank, we will honor that rank. And we have some very specific guidelines on how we will do that. We are going to draw a distinction between people who earn their rank and people who bought their rank. But either way, you're going to get that honor and the opportunity to continue at that rank for a period of time while you get your business going. So we wanted to make sure that we have a soft place for you to land in terms of building your business. So here's what you need to do. You need to log into your back office, and you need to do that within the next 30 days. It will give you the opportunity to opt in or opt out. I was just informed that the opt out button is not working. It won't be working until Monday. So if you want to opt in, you can do that today. If you want to opt out, please come visit us on Monday and tell us that you do not want to party with us. But no matter what you choose, whether you opt in or opt out, guess what? IQ Chain will continue to service your pre-existing contract. So whatever obligations IQ Chain has to you will continue to be met. So you will not lose that, whether you say, yes, I want to be part of IQ, or no, I don't. You will, regardless, you're going to get whatever it was that you're supposed to have from IQ Chain. So we want to make sure that everybody understands that. What about all the new people, though, who are hearing all of this for the first time, who are hearing about the new IQ and you're new too? We want to encourage all of you, get started on this journey. Secure your place on the team. How do you do that? myiqlegacy.com. That's the back office website where you can enroll. Now, the person who invited you to this call, once they get into their back office today, they're going to send you a link, and that link will take you right to where you can register and grab your position. And then remember, you need to pay for it in Bitcoin so then you can start the process. And we're going to give a little bit longer this first month, since we're just pre-launching. We're going to give you 30 days to get your Bitcoin and get yourself situated. Normally it's about 7 to 10 days, but right now we're just going to give people an opportunity to get acclimated, because guess what? Once you learn how to do it, you'll be able to show someone else how to do it, and it'll go faster. So secure your place, do the $100 enrollment fee, then choose your optional promotional starter pack, bronze, silver, gold, or platinum. Like Mike said, start learning with InterQuest right away. Do not forsake the learning. Remember, the poor and the middle class, they kept skipping out on the learning in favor of entertainment, and then they wonder why they're stuck. Don't be that person. Set up your IQ bot. There's a cool video in English that will take you through it. It is also available in Spanish, and it is subtitled in Korean, and we'll keep adding to it as we continue to roll. Set up your I Decide presentation. Like Mike said, 2 a day. 2 a day keeps the bill collectors away, right? So you want to send those 2 I Decide presentations out every single day. Why would you not do it? You don't have to present, right? It's very cool. Then you want to join us for our upcoming Legacy Rewards Plan Training webinar. Some of you complain, oh, the comp plan went too fast. Well, look, guys, we're already overtime on this call. So we're going to do a dedicated webinar where we show you how the plan works. And we're going to make sure every leader in this business understands how the plan works, because when you understand the plan, you can work the plan, okay? And then lastly, start building your business with a mind toward being successful by our launch events in the first part of 2019. Already we're so big that we're not going to be able to do just one. We're probably going to have to do 2 launch events, one in Asia and one in Latin America. That is just going to be so absolutely amazing. And by the way, those of you who do Gold Pack, those of you who do Platinum Pack, that's where you will leverage your VIP upgrade. So that's where that comes. And the last thing, we're just going to ask you to remember, this is pre-launch, right? It's pre-launch. It's like moving into a house before it's completely finished. So you're going to have to deal with some workers moving around. We're going to still be fixing things. We're going to still be refining things. We're still going to be adding content to different environments to make it everything that it's supposed to be. We work on a 3Ds philosophy. We work on things that we can define, work on things that we can defend, and we work on things that we can deliver in excellence. And that is how we roll. And so you will have a good experience here. And that is what our commitment is. So that said, folks, I think I already talked about the launch events in Asia and Latin America. It has been my absolute honor and privilege to host this event. today. We've been building up to it for 5 weeks, and I want to thank everyone who worked so hard behind the scenes, all those people who pulled an all-nighter, because the back office has been closed, and some folks are, been able to go ahead and send their stuff in and get positioned. And we had a team of customer service people who were putting those folks in, and we got everybody their username so that they can log in and secure their positions. But I just tell you what, guys, this is the future of network marketing. So let me be the first to welcome you to the new IQ. God bless you guys. Let's have some fun together. Let's raise our IQ. Let's create some wealth and legacy. See you, everybody.